بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome to Gems Around the Prophet, where we will talk about wonderful Sahaba, companions of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Today we will start with Khadija radiallahu anha. She is the wife of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and she has a pivotal role to play at the beginning of the risala, of the message. What's the story? The Prophet ﷺ receives a revelation in Ghar Hira, in the cave of Hira. He comes back home frightened, anxious, worried, and he says, Zammiluni, Zammiluni, cover me, wrap me with a blanket, wrap me. So she does that, radiallahu anha. She wraps the Prophet with a blanket, she consoles him, she comforts him until he calms down. And then he tells her what happened. And as he concludes the story of his first encounter with Jibreel alayhi salam, he says, لَقَدْ خَشِيتُ عَلَى نَفْسِي. I was very frightened for myself. This is where Khadija shines. And she says, كَلَّا وَاللَّهِ لَا يُخْزِيكَ اللَّهُ أَبَدًا. She says, no way. There's no way that Allah will shame you ever. This is the confidence that she has in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even though she didn't know Allah, she only knew of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very little was known about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the time. The Quran comes and clears that out, introducing us to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, telling us who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, the most merciful, the provider, the cherisher, the caretaker. All of that she didn't know yet, but yet she had that confidence in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and she consoles the Prophet and she says, you will not be shamed. You will not be shamed. And then she lists his qualities. She highlights his good attributes, how he's hospitable to the guests, how he's kind, how he's charitable, how he is patient, how he upholds the pillars of truth, how he's truthful. Alayhi salatu wasalam. This is the story of Khadija radiallahu anha and her confidence and her support to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And that is today's lesson and today's scene. The role that we play for each other as supporters for one another. We have a very interesting hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he says, Al-mu'minu mir'atu akhih, that the believer is the mirror of their fellow believers, fellow brothers and sisters in Islam. Now sometimes we take this literally, where we try to show the faults of others, and whenever we see somebody make a mistake, we try to highlight that mistake, perhaps in an effort, inshallah, that they correct that mistake. And there's truth to that. But there's another side for being a mirror, and that is to support, to highlight the good characteristics, to promote goodness, to be there by the side of somebody that may be in a state of distraught or anxiousness or worry. And that is the role that Khadija played in the life of the Prophet ﷺ. She was his support. We as human beings need support networks that support us, that stand by our side, that highlight our good attributes, that keep us patient in times of tribulation and hardship. And we as believers are going through so many trials and tribulations, and we see our brothers and sisters in Gaza, for example, going through many tribulations and hardships and difficulties. They need support, we need support, and we need to be supporters for one another. And this is one of the beautiful qualities of being a believer and being part of the Muslim community. And Khadija highlighted this in the most pivotal of moments, in a very key moment where she supported the Prophet ﷺ and told him, don't worry, you will not be shamed. You have these great characteristics, and these great characteristics of yours are the reason why Allah will support you and stand by your side, and that he ﷺ becomes the Prophet. She supports him so many other instances after that, but this was a key message that we want to take away, inshallah rabbil alameen. And with that, we'll conclude today's episode, and we'll see you again in another episode, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.